My name is Castaño. I come from Spain. I'm a wine producer. I come from the region southeast part of Spain. We are a family-owned operation. It's a winery that is in a historical area. For many years has been producing wine. Spain is a country where the entire geography produces wine, but especially in this region, there is a very single variety called Monastrell, and is perhaps the most relevant element for us to be distinguished in that area. Almost 100 years now, my family started a long time ago making wine, initially making wine on a private way for our own consumption. These days we are producing wines mostly and oriented into the current trends of the market. We are now the third generation that has been working the vineyard. At the very beginning was the vineyard, then we started making wine. The singularity of the area made possible for us to really have this important variety, making wines in the direction we found the market was requesting. Today we are one of the pioneers in working the variety Monastrell from the region. Today Spain as a country has 3 grape varieties that represents most part of the production, and Monastrell, the wine from the region, is starting to show big potential in terms of the wines we produce in that area. This variety is due to the climate condition, due to the soil we have in the area, due to the location where the vineyards are. The variety is very well adapted to a dry climate. The main and most remarkable elements here could be the minerality we can see out on this style of wine, but also we get amazing aromatic elements here, and that's beautiful. It combines and it makes the wine to show especially well with food. Normally, this is meant to be a wine that pairs so well with so many type of food, especially, and in my opinion, I would say Asian food in general goes so well with Monastrell, due maybe to the spiciness that it brings out in a beautiful way. We have a pretty extensive lineup from easy to drink wines, very, very easy and fruity. We have wines that goes up to a very good expression, very structured wines, good concentration. But if you ask me about the most representative wine, we could stay with this wine we have with us here. The name is Écula. It's 100% Monastrell, which is the local variety we grow in the region. Écula is a perfect example of what this variety Monastrell can achieve. We are talking about bush vines Monastrell in this case. Bush vines mean those vines that have been very well adapted to the ground in that region, in the region of Yecla, where I come from. Vines that we could talk about from 40 to 60 years old vines, and that is a great age due to the fact that we get very, very ripe fruit with amazing structure and great concentration in this case. The wine has had a bit of barrel age, 6-month barrel age, enough time to have a very nice balance. That's important. Whenever we enjoy a wine, we want the wine to have beautiful fruitiness, but at the same time, the roundness and the balance is something we get out from the wood, from the barrel age in this case. Let me tell you about this packaging. This is a new layout. We've just introduced the label with the new vintage 2015. This is a label that makes a very important link with the history of our region. We have a very interesting mosaic face on the front label, and this is basically because our region, Jekla, where we are, site or a base for the Romans long in the history. And this mosaic, this face we have on the label, is the face we found in a medallion from one of the Roman emperors we had in the region. That Roman emperor was called Adriano, and he had, as many other warriors and emperors in that kind of time, they had this medallion as part of their clothing. And we found this kind of medallion was found, and we wanted to make the link with this label. In this case, as I say, we have such an amazing history from a very long time ago that we think it's important to play and try to transmit that in the wine as well. So this is very interesting. And as I say, Écula as a wine, we have unique and single monastrell variety, which is 100%. Very beautiful and unique taste, which is lovely to be paired with a number of type of dishes, and in particular, in my opinion, Korean food goes very, very well with this style of wine. On the other hand, also important to know, Écula is meant to be super well priced wine. One of the best value for money wines, has been rated in different occasions by very prestigious wine guides in the world, especially the Wine Spectator in the US, Wine Advocate have been rating the wine in the level of 90, 91, 92 points over the past 15 years. And well, today Écula is a very well-established Spanish wines that is being distributed in 45 countries around the world. Very good response for quite a few years already, and I think, well, it's number one wine at the moment from all a range being distributed in Korea today, which is, well, it's quite a remarkable job also from our partners in Korea. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have the occasion to taste it soon, and well, we will be happy. Whoever may have some feedback to come to us and share it with us in the near future. Thank you very much. Have a great day and enjoy Monastrell. The organic wine for us is starting to develop quite well in the right direction. We see a number of markets that this concept is perhaps moving quite rapidly these days. People are wanting to perhaps be more conscious and more careful in taking care of their healthy habits generally. And for us, it's so easy to get into this concept, basically because of the climate condition we enjoy in our region. The fact that we have a dry climate, dry weather, it's a fundamental element for us to allow the growing of these grapes without using the chemicals and the pesticides we usually see in other regions, in other areas where weather condition, the climate makes it as a requirement. So we have a very dry condition, and on a very normal basis, we don't need to use any kind of agrochemical pesticides. That implies obviously the maintenance of the fruit of the grape. In this case, we are 100% in the direction of having most of our lineup being made as an organic wine in the near future. Well, the main proposal coming to Korea is obviously because I love the country. So every time I come here, I enjoy being here and spending time here. But more concrete into the question, coming to Korea, of course, is because we see how important it is to put our feet into the market, make the connection with the people that are developing our wines in the market here. We've been here, we've been here for at least 8 years now, and we see the progression continues to go in the right direction. And the more we come to the market to tell about the wine, to put the message in the ground, we see the response is there. So that's important for me to really spend time here, come on a regular basis. I'm trying to be here twice a year, and important to really put the message into the gastronomy, into the consumers, try to spread the word around, basically. This is like a new trend, a new tendency in terms of the consumption, in terms of the gastronomy in not only in Asian countries, but especially in Korea. I could imagine we could be talking about the past 20 years, I could say, that the wine started to get introduced slowly and gradually into the gastronomy here. Today, of course, certain traditions remain in the Korean habits when we go eating or drinking, but what I have seen is that wine has started to get into the new trends in this market, and that's an amazing thing for us, because we see the wines from Spain and other countries fit so well into the gastronomy, makes people enjoy so well having a typical Korean cuisine, like the Korean barbecue, for example, having wines being paired with these dishes. In my opinion, that is going to continue grow. So in the end, I think is the message, in my opinion, is to tell Korean consumers to continue learning and having a better understanding about wines in general. And in my case, of course, it could be great if they get more awareness about the Spanish wines in particular, and Monastrell, a very important part of it, of course. Vamos a tomar vino. Okay, let's go for a wine. Yes, yes, yes. 1, 2, 3. Wine from Monastrell. Yes, Castano wine. Yes, you and me. Yes, yes. Why? Yes, you. Bye-bye.